Hey everyone, it's JEZEL, a Mongolian warrior princess, a fashion designer and artist based in Paris. I've been struggling with acne issues for the past almost 11 years. Finally now, the first time in my adult years, I'm not suffering from a major acne breakouts for some time and I feel quite balanced. I saw quite a few dermatologists, estheticians, researched a lot on my own, and I've tried both Eastern and Western medicine to cure my acne. It's such a long journey that has so much information, so I decided to divide this video into 3 pieces. In the first one, I'm going to be sharing my skin story and my treatment history. In the second part, I'm going to be talking about more skincare. And in the third video, I'll be talking about textured skin treatments that I received or planning to receive. And as a bonus video, for those of you who are more interested in what I mean by Eastern and Western medicine, I will have it explained in a separate video. First of all, I would like to share my skin type. I have an acne-prone combination skin type. I wouldn't say it's sensitive because the soul of my skin is actually quite healthy and sturdy, I would say. I started having pimples since I was 14 and 15, and it started with, like normal teenager pimples, no biggie, but eventually it didn't stop and it got severe and severe. And my main problem was the big painful inflammatory acnes, mostly pustules. It's a inflamed pimples with red ring around the bump, and if you squeeze it, you tend to have dark spots, which means the acne scars. And I also had a few nodules at a certain point when my issue got very severe. I also didn't have that much of a blackhead. I did have a group of whitehead under my eyes because it's a very thin skin and it dries so easily, and I had to remove it by laser later. I also only had facial acne, not on my back or body, to show you my real skin and acne level. I'm going to be sharing pictures of each year, make it easier for you to understand if it's similar to your cause or not. Okay, so 2012, between 2013, I started getting acne, and it was between my eyebrows. In November 2014, on this picture, you can see I have some pimples between my eyebrows, and I started getting around my cheeks and chin, but they were a small pustule acne, but they were coming out consistently. In this picture from the 2015, you can see some signs of acne scarring, but they were mostly dark spots. 2016, I spent my summer in the States, and I feel the food there and my food diet just really worsened my skin condition. Gained weight, I ate a lot of fatties, gluten, sauce, fast food, the heavy dairy products and etc. Back then, of course, it was delicious to eat, and I was quite a healthy individual because I danced as well, but I think the food that I ate consistently back then really was too much for my guts to handle. This picture is from 2017 May. Here you can see pustules on my forehead as well. It's starting to add up, new territory. This picture from November 2017 was the most intense breakout that I think ever had. It was so severe. It was, I would say, a very traumatizing experience. It was super painful, inflammatory, cheeks, around the mouth, and also a tribe of small acnes on my forehead at the same time as well, which was also something new. Looking at these pictures and actually talking about this moment is giving me chills because it was really a lot. That's why I went to a dermatology clinic, seriously this time. Before, I also went here and there, but it was no biggie like this one. He gave blood tests, different types of helicobacteria tests. I went to see a gynecologist to see if there was something hormonal or something bothering from my feminine side. I had helicobacteria by then, which explains a lot of that painful big acne, and I started taking the helicobacteria medication and the antibiotics, And the internal medication was working, and I received external treatments like spas and going to estheticians, having my skin cleared and pimple squeeze, having also aftercare treatments, some scar treatments as well. It worked very well and everything got fine. But this was the time my skin was killed. I got most of my acne scars, like rolling scars that I have till this day from this year. My skin texture is never the same. I want to note that my skin is that type that really gets scarred easily. Even if I don't squeeze the pimple or no, it gets dark spots. So for me at this certain times, I'm like, either ways I'm getting acne scars or dark spots, so why not just flatten it out right now so that my skin is even and I can hide the redness or the dark spot with the makeup and etc, you know. But also because I went to inexperienced estheticians, they squeezed some of my acne at the wrong time when it's like not ready, or when it's too deep that you can actually touch it kind of acne. When I got the rolling acne scars. Rolling acne scars means it's the type of scar that makes your skin uneven, as if it has been like scratched by something. Be careful with that pimple squeezing department as well. It's better if you of course don't squeeze, but sometimes you know you need very fast resolutions. Because also back then I used to model part-time. I used to play on some advertisements as well, so I really needed that fast, good skin, you know, and I did a fair amount of fuck-ups, which I'm suffering right now, but it's okay. I learned. This picture is from December 2018. I traveled to Cuba for I think 10 days or 2 weeks. As you can see from this picture, I already had the scars on my face and most of them are still there behind this makeup. I also had like big nodal-like acne. When I was traveling, of course, my food diet changed, the time difference, the traveling exhaustion, everything played an important role. I had the acne between my eyebrows and my forehead, and for the first time on the tip of my nose, which was crazy. And in October 2019, as you can see from the picture, this shows that this sort of like big painful inflammatory acne like to show up on the same spot, at least on my face, in the same spot or similar spot. Back then I also remember going to the dermatology clinic again, having tests, seeing my gynecologist. During this time I already had like a good skincare routine. I already understood that I need to go super mild, need to use more nourishing and moisturizing skin products. So from the skincare side, it was good. And the COVID happened. Before the COVID stroke, I think 6 months before, I started taking birth pills for my acne. Even though I didn't have any hormonal issues, I was also checked and I had some screening and etc. But I was just like so desperate to get rid of repetitive acne cycle because I wanted to start the scar treatments like lasers or PRP, like needling. You can't get these scar treatments if you keep on getting pimples, because you will get back the pimples and the scars, dark spots again. So all the money you wasted is not gonna work. But did I do that? Yes, I did that. This picture is from August 21. Picture taken before I moved to Paris. Dermatology clinic, having my skin cleaned and just taking some skin nourishment treatments. Back then, it was also like in general fine. Nothing major. This picture is from May 2022. I moved to Florence for 3 months from Paris and my skin got terrible again. Maybe it was because of the food or maybe weather, heat, and I don't know. For this whole summer I had bad skin and it's bad. Autumn of this year I went back to Mongolia to do my research on my graduate collection, so I went to also see my dermatologist, and this time I went to traditional Mongolian medicine doctor who worked at a medical nutrition center in Ulaanbaatar. At this point, I was like, okay, so if I don't sustain my overall life balance, I will keep on getting these breakouts and will never have my old skin back. I also went to see a Nepalese holistic healer to really look inwards and fix like deeper rooting mind and body issues. From the outside, my esthetician was doing a good job and was helping me. From the inside, I started healing my gut by being prescribed a whole month food diet from my traditional medicine doctor. Soup all the time and warm food, fruits that go well with my body and energy type. Also some superfood mixtures at certain hours as well. Yeah, I started feeling better and started feeling like myself again. I felt like I was regaining my overall balance, and my gut was healed after the 1 month, and I started eventually introducing rather like normal daily life foods diet as well, and I remained my balanced lifestyle quite good. And also for the first time after a major breakout, I didn't take any antibiotics or birth pills. I really healed my body naturally, mildly. I was so happy with that because I understood the reasoning behind my whole body metabolism and deeper reasons why I keep on getting these repetitive acne. But I will explain more about this in the later bonus video, where I will be talking more about combining Eastern medicine and Western medicine in your lifestyle to cure your acne issues. This picture is from May 2023. As I said, till this time, my skin was quite good, nothing major. Just a few pimples every now and then before my period came. But I started working on my master's collection. I was working like 12 hours every day, no weekends, to finish my collection. And the busy schedule, my food and sleeping cycle got fucked up. I started, of course, like stressing about things. It really affected my skin, and I lost balance again because doing a big collection in a foreign country in a very competitive field, it really brought a lot of stress to my life. But I finished my work gracefully, and I did a really good job that I'm very proud of, but it had some sacrifices. This picture is from July 2023. The situation was like this. I would say it really was severe and as intense as the previous times. Went to a dermatology clinic at Le Marais, and I booked my rendezvous at Dr. Lieb, and the doctor didn't ask for any test results, but he heard my overall acne history, treatment history, looked at my severity condition, prescribed a home treatment which included 3 months of antibiotics. I think it was microdosing. And 3 months of zinc supplement that was following the antibiotics, not at the same time, because he told me he finds it more effective. During this time, I had to apply a benzoyl peroxide externally on my skin, and I found it really helpful. My original plan for visiting the dermatologist was actually for accutane. This is actually a very famous treatment that is well known in the acne suffering community in France or in Europe, but in Mongolia I never heard of it, but which was also very understandable because it is a type of treatment. If like nothing is working, they prescribe accutane, but first you have to be prescribed the antibiotics. What is accutane? It is a potent medication primarily used to treat severe nodular acne that hasn't responded to any other treatments. It belongs to a class of medications called retinoids, derived from vitamin A. So yeah, as I said, it has so many side effects, and it was not a thing to play with. So I was like, let's go with the antibiotics again because it was that severe. I just needed like that fast, cutting the inflammation kind of solution, so that after that I could balance my food and diet again. So this treatment, right now I feel quite content and my skin haven't acted out. Yes, the few pimples before the period is still there, but I think it is okay. It is nothing compared to what I've been through, so I'm super grateful. April 2024, my skin looks like this. I have like one acne here that doesn't have any opening. I think it is because of my period that is coming next week. My approach and consistent trial of embracing the traditional Asian medicine style is, I think, preventing me from bigger breakouts, I feel like. Or else, like after taking the antibiotics for 3 months, and if I still eat wrong and live imbalanced, I would get my acne again. That's how easily my gut gets inflamed. So yeah, basically that is my toxic relationship with my skin. Of course, I did have very good skin days, not always like heavy acne, but I felt like I had two faces. Sometimes I felt like a fraud. People would see me on my good skin days, or all my cute pictures are taken in the good skin days, but you can see from all the past pictures, it was a real journey. I know how hard it is. You can see by now all these breakouts were connected with my food and what I put into my body. So sadly, even though I understood it to my bones like very later after having like major rolling acne scars, I started really following my proper food diet, which goes well with my body. Usually when your skin starts acting out, I am talking about skin eczemas or acne or any type of skin issues. If you cut sugar, dairy products, alcohol, coffee, fast food or conserved food, soda, sauce of every kind, I'm talking about soy sauce, blah blah sauce, spice sauce, and also heavy meat, processed meat, including eggs, fried food, gluten, citrus or acidic fruits, your skin condition becomes okay because your gut starts healing itself. The beneficial ingredients include food containing vitamin A and E, the mineral zinc, antioxidants. In my case, I didn't have any intense bad food habits except that summer in the States. I also don't smoke. I don't drink like often. Of course, sometimes you go out, right? I'm not the best water drinker, but I'm also not the worst. So my issue was I was just naturally so drawn to acidic food, spice, sauce, kiwi, orange, pickles, and etc. So that was so hard for me to cut. I'm also internally very anxious, workaholic person with so much inner fire. And I later found out the reasoning behind why I am like this and how these characters of me are affecting my skin, gut health, and my overall well-being. But as I said, I will talk more about it later in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. I know it was long. Thank you for your patience. Really hope this video helps to those who are really in need, for those who are in a similar situation. And I shared a lot of sensitive pictures because I really wanted to share that everyone goes through their own battles secretly. I just hoped the real pictures would emotionally and mentally help you and support you with your own battle as well. I really understand what you're going through, and I really support your journey to better skin and better lifestyle. And if this video helped you or if you felt related, please watch my next video and subscribe for this channel because I am planning to do a lot of YouTube starting from this time because my skin is not acting out. See you at the next video. Bisous.